Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. So Oklahoma State's offense will go to work first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets it to him on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Flores. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing: make the catch. So Missouri's offense will have its first possession of the game. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Missouri!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, it's Flores. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Tigers are on the move. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by a field goal over the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It'll be a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated,
breaks into the open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dropping back, it's Flores. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. This one's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Now improvising. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Flores. He's got his man across the middle. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The lone back's got it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Quick with the spin move. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it behind the line. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Third down coming up.
To the air, it's Flores. Finds his big tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Manning. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Lowers those pads. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Runs through a tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. A Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a